This could add to wanting to further explore different communities, different kingdoms, different parts of the world, different civilizations. Become somewhat of an architect. And also, you'll have this strong desire to want to learn the hierarchy structure. Because in all actuality, when you learn the hierarchy structure, you'll understand how history survived throughout time, different civilizations, how they built themselves up, who played what role, and what kind of spiritual and or religious practice that guided the civilization into standing the test of time or growing, or how it diversified their place on the planet and made them different. So this will all be very curious for you, with Leo ruling your 9th house. And also with Leo ruling your 9th house, this is where you could have a very strong intuition, and through gaining knowledge and through understanding different cultures and understanding history, you can practice using your intuition and using certain principles that were used by ancient civilizations. And if you're a Sag rising, your 10th house will be ruled by Virgo. So your midhaven here, this is what you will definitely be focused on as you mature in life, is providing some sort of selfless service to the world. And you'll have a strong ambition to really kind of leave a legacy where you were able to purify the community in some sense. You were able to provide some sort of service that healed the community in some sense. So also with mutable earth, Virgo ruling over your 10th house, you could have even been inclined to doing something in the world that required a lot of detail, attention to detail, that had a medicinal quality to it. So this could be nursing, this could be an acupuncturist, this could be someone that organized, it could have been an administrator of some sort, organized information in the data banks of some sort of organization that could have been in a hospital or some type of infrastructure that provided some sort of service to the community that was medicinal in some way. Also, with Virgo ruling your 10th house, you could have had a father type of figure that taught you to be more practical and to be more detailed and thorough in whatever it is that you applied your time and your energy to. Having your 10th house being ruled by Virgo, it could have taught you discipline to do things step by step here, and helped kind of with the chunking process of putting things together piece by piece, bit by bit, in order to progressive energy to help you further your ambition in the world, or further your legacy here, by just understanding what it is that you're being called to do. And being very practical in its application so that you can effectively, long term, Virgo, be of service to the world, to the community, to society. So as a Sagittarius rising, your 11th house will be ruled by Libra. So here, this is where your need for balance, fairness, and equality here for humanity is very important, because Libra, cardinal air, this is where the message is very distinct that there needs to be balance within humanity. The message needs to be of a quality of liberation for humanity. Having Libra rule your 11th house, this is where you want to create the influence on a larger scale that creates balance in our society, and that liberates any social group that is on the fringe of suppression or oppression. As a Sagittarius rising, having Libra rule your 11th house, this gives you the need to want to make a political stand in the world, large scale, through social media, through the internet, through societal structures, to want to encourage that by making and influencing balance within humanity, it will make the overall aesthetic very beautiful and harmonizing, because they won't